Look, I am crazy. And
continue, sir.
No, but I mean, everybody's crazy.
Yeah.
And anybody that tells you they're not crazy is even crazier. And so this is a crazy life on a weird planet with all this fantastic stuff. We're trying to figure it all out. And I kind of got crazy when I discovered all this stuff, where I got to where I thought everything was a conspiracy, and it's not. A lot of times it's just ineptitude or it's weirdness. But the globalists are trying to get control of the ESGs and the computers and AI because they do want to control it. And so, and they've got the most control of anybody. And I think the people should start having control about the choices we make and what we do. And that's why boycotting what you guys do and supporting the show, because it was popular the day you launched it, and I watched it a lot. But I mean, the last few years, and now you can see when something blows up, it was like boom, now it's like exponential. So it grows from here to here. The first couple of years, it goes like this, then it goes 500 feet in the air, and you're now in that. Now you can see that trajectory. And I'm not kissing your ass; you can see it. It's exploding, and it's a good show. It deserves it, and it's one of the best podcasts out there. And so, I mean, people need to support what you're doing. They need to support free speech. They need to know that it takes courage to have Alex Jones on, and a lot of wimps don't do it. And so we're all big boys and girls. We should be able to actually hear what somebody says.
Yep.
I mean, they used to interview, people like Charlie Manson. That doesn't mean you agree with Charlie Manson. I'm not Charlie Manson. My point is, we need to really hear what somebody has to say. And the worst part about being deplatformed, I still have my hardcore great audience that listens every day at Infowars.com and on some radio stations around the country and other citizens, people can find it there. But the biggest thing is they can then misrepresent, including deepfakes. I've had a bunch of deepfakes done on me. Oh, I'll tell you this Tucker Carlson story real quick. I've had deepfakes done on me, and the guys, it's online. Look up Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson deepfake and play it. And I just talked to him that day, so I get another call. I'm in the CPA meeting, and but I'll tell that story in a second. The point is that you don't get to respond on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, CNN. In the old days, you get attacked in the New York Times, they call you. No, it's all one way. So you're reading the New York Times saying he's a white supremacist, and I mean, I don't want to get into talk about my family and all this kind of stuff, but we're the opposite of that, okay? And it's very, the white supremacists made a big deal about it. Like, I married a lady whose mother's Jewish, which actually makes her Jewish. So I got three kids that see themselves just as Americans, and they're like, "Are we Jewish? Are we Christian? I guess we're Christian." And we like,
That's breaking news right there. Your kids are Jewish.
But the point is, the white supremacists. Well, I've said this many times. Are literally talking about how they want to kill my family all the time. So I get to be called a white supremacist in the New York Times for no evidence.
Yeah. And
then meanwhile, my kids, I guess technically could, commit a crime and run to Israel. The point is, I'm not ashamed of that. But then at the same time, I talked about it years ago and made all the Nazis come after me. I'm like, wow, this is what it's like to associated with the Jews. People literally want to kill you. This sucks. This is wrong. So, but then the media calls you a white supremacist, and it's just like, I'm a white supremacist, and I'm the white supremacist. Go look at white supremacist websites. I mean, they hate me more than almost anybody, because I won't make it all about, hating Jews or any other group all day. I want to get everybody for freedom and win. So I'm sitting there about a month ago, or 5-6 weeks ago, in a CPA meeting at like 5 o'clock. I just actually talked to Tucker that day, and all of a sudden, it was because he'd just been fired, a few weeks before, and all of a sudden, hey, it's Tucker, can you talk? And by the way, they spoofed his number, and the guy went online and bragged about all this. So he's the numbers, Tucker Carlson's number. So he had to get that number.
This is it.
That's it.
This is fit.
Play the clip.
I don't know if this is it. I might have played it on the show. Go ahead. One of the most bizarre things that ever happened to me in my life happened yesterday afternoon at about 5:45. I was sitting in an accounting meeting.
Oh, you're explaining it.
Infowars accounting meeting. I mean, the guy, hit pause. In an office. Go to Twitter. Type in Alex Tucker Carlson. What's it called?
This is Twitter.
It's called, what's it called when they do that? It's a deep fake.
Deep fake.
Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones deep fake. So the point is, it's Tucker Carlson's voice, and they have his number. So it shows up, and he goes, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, I want to, do all these sexual things to you." And I go, "Okay, this is not Tucker. This is AI." And then the guy goes,
"You have to play this. Can you find it or no?"
Please.
It was all over the news. Type it into Google. Type in Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson deepfake, or prank caller AI deepfakes Tucker Carlson. Yeah, there it is. There it is. See, like Yahoo News. So, and then I called Tucker, and he goes, "Yeah, man, there's a lot more stuff than that going on. This is horrible." And then they discovered who he was before he came out.
Did you play it on that tweet? Did you play it on that video or no? Or you didn't play it?
No, that's the video of the guy that did it talking about me.
Okay, got it.
But it came out later, and then it was another burger because he said, I got this long conversation. I faked Jones out. No, I go, this isn't Tucker. This is an AI. Like 10 seconds in, and then he hangs up. But the point was, it's like Tucker going, I want to do this to you, I want to do that to you, and maybe it was a 40-second.
By the way, this is how conspiracy theories, because there was a rumor out there. I know you're not. Don't come at me. They're like, oh, Alex Jones, he's gay, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? Why would you what? Yeah, I heard about him at the Bohemian thing, and then the talk. I'm like, he's not. He's married with kids.
Yeah, no.
And he's like, no, I heard he was gay. It's like,
by the way, just so you know, the president of Microsoft. We got to wrap up the podcast. We're 20 minutes over. The president of Microsoft, the president of Google, every one of them, they said the biggest threat they're concerned about moving forward is going to be AI and deepfakes. Yeah. Deepfakes to be specific, okay? Deepfakes to be specific.
Let's explain. Somebody calls your mother up, and it's your voice, and says, hey, Mom, I really need $1,000. Will you please give me the credit card?
Yep.
And Mom gives it to you.
Yep. From your number.
They've already had people kidnap a girl or say they have her voice, call up and say, I'm kidnapped, Mommy, give me money.
Yep.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.